Hey, this will be a video chart on ticker symbol BMSN. We will take a look at the daily time frame. Done this one numerous times, and in fact all these lines that you see here were from, I believe, the last video I did. I'm not going to go over exactly each and every one of them and where they came from, but if you just go back and look through the video archives, you can find when the last time we did this video was, and you'll see where all these different lines came from. But before I zoom in, I'm not going to do the whole chart from this time perspective. I do want to point out a couple things, not to pat myself on the back, but just to show that when you know what you're looking for in charts, charting really does work. So obviously you had this pullback here, so the first thing to point out that this level here that we did point out during the last video up here at 0.0148, 0.105, whatever you want to call it, is definitely still a level of resistance. Yes, there are some intraday breaks, but because we're looking at the daily chart, we care about where the closes are. So 0.015 still remains the big level of resistance up here. This level here, you can see also that when the price was able to get above it and some closes above that level, which was right around what we called probably the 0.011, you can see a nice move from there. I am going to get rid of this line though, just because I don't want to create too much confusion and congestion. Same with this support. This was resistance, now a support, and it continues to hold as support, but again, just to avoid congestion. But I do want to leave these two down here, and this is the one I really want to point out, because if we extend this line over just a little bit more, you can see that this level of support, which is derived from over here at 0.0072, you can see that today's low was at 0.0071, so pretty darn close. Not exact, but about as close as you can get without being exact. So a great example here of the power of charts and how when you know what you're looking at and know how to use them, they can really do a good job doing what you want to do in terms of figure out where supports are and stuff like that. So just wanted to point that out. Now zooming back in some, and on those same notes, like I said, this other level of support down here, these are going to be the two key ones now going forward. Obviously best case, and what you want to see continue to hope happen is for 007 0072. Let's just call it the James Bond level down here at 007. So you want to see James Bond hold 007 as support, but if it doesn't, you still do have this support down here, and then also the big bad 50-day simple moving average valued at 0.0033 right now, which is actually just crossing up over the 200-day simple moving average. So that's a nice little sign in and of itself. But these are going to be the key levels of support. In terms of resistance levels, with any sort of bounce, the first level that's really sticking out is at 0.012. So we'll change this to red to represent a resistance. I'm going to leave that line skinny because with a nice volume surge, I don't foresee this one putting up much of a fight. And then another level of resistance right around here, so maybe we could just make this a resistance zone since they're pretty close to each other. But these highs right here at 0.013 would be another batch of resistances, and then of course 0.015 up here. So there's going to be the three resistances on any sort of bounce. And I just want to end that while yes, this day wasn't very exciting or wanted, this chart is still in an uptrend. It's still putting in higher lows. You can see the 50-day clearly has an upslope to it, just crossed above the 200-day. So the overall context is still bullish, and as long as these higher highs and higher lows keep getting put in, then the trend will remain in the bull's favor. If there are any other questions on the chart, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to sign up for our newsletter up there. When you do that, you'll get a free ebook, as you see. And if you want to learn more about charting and enjoy this video and want to make an investment into your education, I'd encourage you to check out our video course down there. Over 8.5 hours of video and education. It's been getting good third-party reviews, so I'd encourage you to check it out and give it a try. One more time, this was BMSN. Thanks for listening.